Welcome back to Season 46 of the Pichu London Ultimate Series. Today we're at Iowa Speedway, the 17th race of the season. Luke Law starts on the pole. Alongside him is the 9 of Liam Stewart. So it's a front row filled with 9s between the 99 and the 9 car in row number 1. Row number 2 has Nathan Ormond and Samad Oskan. And let's take a look at the rest of the starting lineup here in today's race. We were at Canadian Tire last week, and Quentin Moore right here was the winner at that track after a last-minute change from Chicago to Canada. But it was Quentin Moore that took the checkered flag, his second win of the season. And now he's going for more here in today's race at Iowa Speedway. So we're about to get the green flag in our return to Iowa. The race is going to run 105 laps, with the first stage ending on lap 22, and the second stage will end on lap 54. Cars roll off the track in our return to Iowa Speedway. It's been a while since we raced at this track, but I'm happy to announce that it's here to stay for a long time now here in the Ultimate Series, or whenever the Real Life Cup Series leaves Iowa. Whichever comes first, but who knows. Anyway, going green flag racing at Iowa Speedway. We are underway. Good start for the 99. A couple cars almost in the wall. Nathaniel O'Hare got into the wall a little bit, but was able to continue. Hopefully these guys race really smoothly. I don't think so. Wow, I thought I was gonna say these guys were gonna race smoothly, but already on the first lap there's a crash. Luke Law leads on the first lap of the race. Let's take a look back at the caution. All right, first caution of the race here. Connor Breton got hit from behind by the 10 of JP Lataro, and the 47 takes out the 1, as well as the 8 of Colin Francis as well. And that's what brought out the first caution of the race. 3 cars involved in the wreckage. And not a good start for those drivers, but it's very early in the race, and we've seen drivers come from behind before. Connor Breen especially. But not a good start for those guys for now, as the first caution has come out here at Iowa Speedway. Alright, back to green flag racing. Luke Law and Nathan Ormond on the front row. And Ormond took second from his teammate before the caution came out. So here we go to the green flag. Back at it at Iowa. '99 off to a good start. He gets the jump. 99 gets the jump. Number 9 goes to second place back again. The front row starters right now 1-2 again. Luke Law was the winner at, I believe he has won twice this season. He's going for a third win here in here in Iowa. Oh, he won in Las Vegas, but he's going for his third win at Iowa. Looking to be the first to win 3 this season. I mean, Quentin Moore was a rookie last season. He won 5 races. So Luke Law could be the next phenom for this season if he keeps on running consistently and going for wins. Another caution. Oh, somebody flipped. Priya McShane, the 2 car upside down. We'll have to take a look back at what happened. But 99 is going to lead us back to the yellow flag. So we're going to have to take a look back at what happened to Priya McShane. Alright, let's take a look at what happened to Priya McShane. Looks like he was battling with the 31 of Dylan Abrahamian. And Abraham goes into the bottom and just collects the 2 car. Goes right into the 12 of his teammate, and both were collided into the wall. But McShane and Cardoza make contact. And McShane goes upside down and collects a couple cars as well. So a few more cars are collected into turn number 4 as McShane goes upside down, and another big crash brings out the caution here at Iowa Speedway for the second time today. And we're gonna have to see if Priya can make it through that one, because that was a big flip. And when we come back, the restart once again at Iowa. All right, back to the green flag. They had a couple pit stops during the caution, but Giovanni Castillo is out in front of the lead. And now Isaiah Bernesh goes for second on Nathan Ormond. Ormond getting a good run on the outside, and there's a caution again. A wreck near the start-finish line, I believe, with LG Lataro, Raul Marvila, Garrett Albertson. Better hurry before they get into another wreck here. It was Castillo takes the lead under caution. So Castillo leads under yellow. We'll have to take a look back at that third caution of the race. Alright, here we go, folks. LG Lataro goes on the outside with Jamal Jackson down the middle, but Lataro gets into the wall, collects Jamal Jackson with him as well near the start-finish line, and the 41 just spins out and collects on the 12 of Garrett Albertson, and the 77 Omar Vila gets into another caution. He gets into his second wreck in a row. It's not a good day for those drivers in this race. And I can't give you guys better views because unfortunately one of the cameras has the start-finish line blocked in this track. So it's probably the best view I can give you guys of what happened after it. So, but we're gonna go back to green flag racing. All right. So more pit stops occurred during the caution flag. And now the leader is Chris Leon. So a lot of drivers going back and forth during the caution on pit stops. By the way, we only have a few laps left till the end of the stage. Whoever leads at the end of lap 22, even if it's just during the caution, is going to be the stage winner. So here we go. About to go green again with Chris Leon and Liam Stewart on the front row. Who's going to get the start? As we go back to green flag racing at Iowa Speedway. Might not be the end of a wreck fest we're about to visit here at our return to Iowa. We are 3 wide. Oh boy. Samad Oskan to the bottom. Can they get out of it? 42 up into the wall. But able to continue the race. I see more drivers up into the wall. Close calls back and forth. But it's going to be the 7 Chris Leon out in front already. It will be another caution though. Whether it be caused by natural caution or the end of stage caution. 10 car slow. Has to go to pit before the end of the stage. Among those involved in the wreck in the last caution, so I guess he had to fix some damage, as well as his teammate the 41 car. They won't go green flag for long. They'll have another caution at the end of the stage. But the 7 car out in front looks like he might be the stage winner, bearing any other mistakes. But the 7 car looks like he is going to be your stage 1 winner. Is Chris Leon able to get out in front on pit strategy? He's able to take the first stage. So the 7 Chris Leon is the first stage winner at Iowa. So there you go. Stage 1 is complete. And the 7 of Chris Leon is your stage winner. He held off Liam Stewart and Samad Oskan for the 10 stage points. Anticipated return back to this racetrack. I mean, we've been in this track for a couple times in the series, but not for a long time. But we're hoping to bring it back permanently onto the schedule now that the Cup Series in real life is finally running at this racetrack after a long anticipated wait. I think we've only run like 4 races here at this track in its history. Yeah, 4 races have only been run at Iowa. We ran in the very first season at this very track, and Connor Breen was the winner, believe it or not. He got his first career win at this very racetrack back in the first season, and he became a champion later on. He's in this race too, so coincidence. Season 28 was the second race we did at Iowa Speedway, and that was won by Nikki Maxwell. She took the checkers in season 28, and she would be the champion in season 42. And then season 40 was a return to Iowa. Christian Russell took the victory not too long ago. In the third race at the track, it was won by Christian Russell in his penultimate victory of his career. But the season before that was season 39, was won by Max Bailey. And Max, it was his first career win as well in season 39. But he would only win a handful of races all in season 40. In season 39, Bailey won twice in 39. And he would win 4 races, believe it or not, in season 40. But he never again would be a winner in this series after season 40. He had those magical 2 runs of 2 seasons. And then Max Bailey didn't win again. So, yeah, magical 2-season run. And then, well, was gone. I thought I'd talk to you guys about like the 2 races we ran previously. Mexico City we ran, and then we ran Canada, but Mexico City unfortunately did not score the points properly. So it had to be retconned as a exhibition race. And Connor Breen won the Mexico race. He already has a win at COTA this season that puts him in the playoffs, but unfortunately the points didn't save for Mexico City, so that's why we had to change plans and go to Canada instead. Chicago was never great in AI racing, so I had to replace it. Mexico was originally planned as a replacement, but again, because it didn't score points, it had to be an exhibition instead. So we went to Canadian Tire, and it did score points, and Quinn Moore was the winner there, and Moore was already in the playoffs with that win earlier this season, but another win, and that's going to put him into safety with those 2 victories he has under his belt. But Connor Breen's win is not going to count towards the playoffs, but he did win in COTA again, and we'll see if he gets another one later on in the season. After drivers came to pits before Stage 2, Liam Stewart and Samet Ozkan now occupy the front row. And we are going back to the green flag at Iowa. It's only the 5th time that the series has run at Iowa Speedway. And Connor Breen is a former winner there. The only former winner at this track in this race is Connor Breen. And he had a pretty eventful race here, to say the least. But Liam Stewart is pulling away already. Benjamin Snyder battling for second on Samet Ozkan. Had a wreck fest on the first stage of the race, as these drivers were not really almost all these drivers are not used to running at Iowa Speedway. Only a handful have experienced a track like this, because again, we've only run here 4 times before today, so this is only the 5th race we've run at Iowa on the schedule. So it'll be definitely going to be one that's going to be here for a long time now. Depends on if the Cup Series is going to be here for a long time in real life, but Iowa Speedway, it's great to be back here. The good old Iowa, near the cornfields. See who's going to be among the winners at this very racetrack. Nearly a 3-wide battle there, but the 6 car able to get by the 21. And there's Darlin Ebrahimian. He's going to get passed by Matt Hunter and LG Lataru, who have had an eventful day, to say the least, as well. Some of these drivers, several of them, have had eventful days of their own. Just going back and forth with big wrecks they had to avoid. Just craziness. Chris Leone won the first stage, but he barely won that first stage. Had to come to the pits after the caution. Guess he tried to save the tires in the field and take those stage points away, and it worked. He's near in the back of the pack now, but he was able to stay out and win stage 1 and took some valuable stage points away from those who might need them later on in the battle for the playoff spots, because we're almost at the halfway point of the season and it's going to get more intense. I mean, the final 8-9 races of the regular season is going to be ones that they'll decide who makes it to the next round. Those are going to be fun to watch. Those are going to be very fun. And we'll keep our eyes on some of those drivers looking to win in the season. And it looks like the 19 car is going to go up to 6th place. So the 19 is up to 6 now. That's Giovanni Castillo. He would like to get on the board and try to win a race here to get into the playoffs. Benjamin Snyder and 2 rookies between Liam Stewart, Benjamin Snyder. The 2 rookies are battling it out. And guess what? They got a former champion behind him in 3rd place in Hayden Stringer. Stringer is trying to get back into the championship chase, try to win again. I mean, he didn't win last season in the champion his title defense season last year. He did not win until the playoffs at Talladega. So he wants to win early. That's his goal, to get back into championship contention and try to win for the second time. Try to win his 2nd championship. It can still be done. Salmon Oscon 4th position. Oscon's a former champion himself, trying to get back to the playoffs with a win. I believe he won at the Glen last season. So, well, he was able to win before the playoffs begin, but looking to win now and try to get out of the way, try to make it his way to the fight for the championship. His teammate Giovanni Castillo is going to go for 5th place. So maybe we'll keep our eyes on the 19. 19 showing some speed. Castillo's up to 5th now. He's showing some speed. That 19, well, is trying everything he can to get a lot of good big points out of this day. We're going to have another stage break caution in like a 10-15 laps. But the 16 car, Cassie Reynolds, goes by Quinn Moore. As I mentioned, Quinn Moore was the winner in Canada. So he's trying to add another victory here today to get his 3rd win of the season. And he'll definitely be another one to watch. He won 5 races last season. So it looks like he's going to lose a position or 2 right now. So things not looking too good for the 38 to win again. But still trying to get a couple stage points at least to try to narrow down and get to the front and maybe try to win the regular season title. Just 15 laps remain in stage 2. Benjamin Miles has closed in on the 9. We'll see if he can make the move. It's a battle of 2 rookies, both trying to make the playoffs and get their first win. We'll see if any of them will either one of them get on the board and get into the playoffs first. Hasn't been a great, well, it's not a good start for Hendrick, but last season the Hendrick team didn't win until the playoffs in Bristol with Allison Rain. And then they were able to pick up another win with Avi Sachs, and I believe another win with the 24, if I'm not mistaken. But it was a dry season pretty much for Hendrick last year, but they're trying to turn it around and win again. They got to hold off 23 Benjamin Snyder. Snyder's teammate Ryan Durante is in the playoffs. He won at North Wilkesboro. So Snyder's trying to join his teammate into the playoffs with a victory. Wow, look at that 19. Still fast. Going for another spot. That 19's been pretty strong in the 2nd stage, nearly turning his teammate around. Teammate trying to block him. Oh man, the 11 is not letting the 19 get past. His own teammate, man, Salmon wants it bad. He is blocking his teammate, trying to prevent him from getting that position. Oh boy. Don't even know what it's like when these 2 meet at JGR's offices. But I don't even want to know. But Salmon Oscon trying to keep the position away from his teammate. They're both trying to make the playoffs. Just 10 more laps in stage 2. Battle's getting intense now. All the cautions so far have happened during stage 1. But this is just really good to see here between Oscon and Castillo, and a battle by possibly brewing with the leaders. Giovanni Castillo trying to hold off Cassie Reynolds now. The 16 is going for a top 5 spot. Matt Hunter has come back now. He's in 7th. He's had a pretty rough start this season, trying to turn things around. LG Lataro is a lap down, so not going to be inside the top 10. But Nelson Herrera is 8th. Bernesh and McKee round out the top 10. This is for the final stage point, by the way. It's between teammates, actually, with Clark McKee and Skylar Taylor. So, wow, it's going to be a really good battle between those two teammates for the one stage point. Yeah, that's going to be fun to watch. Hunter's going to get passed by Lautaro, who's not even on the lead lap. That's just not what the 22 wanted. And he might be open to getting passed by Nilson Herrera, who's right behind him. 16 looks low. Maybe he'll try to make a move on the 19. Does he have the distance? Not going to quite get there yet. We got 22 fight back on the outside lane. But it's not enough so far. 15 trying to clear 22. Trying to get him out of the way and get that position. And he moves up a spot. So he moves up another spot. Maybe Bernesh can try to move on the 22. And the 43, 42, hoping that they can get by Hunter. And that would put them both inside the top 10 for stage points, but a little long ways to go and so little time here in stage number 2. Again, stage 2 will end on lap 54. How strange is that we had a caution-free... Oh, well, I think we almost had a caution-free stage 2. But, yeah, I think we had a caution-free stage 2. In stage 1, we had a handful of cautions. But things have turned the tide here. They've gotten used to the track at Iowa Speedway. They're running pretty well. 9 car trying to hold off the 23s, trying to hold them off for the stage victory. Saw the 7 car win stage number 1, but he is now in the very back of the pack, as he was trying to go on a different strategy just so that he could win a stage. Maybe get those points to help him out somehow. But, we're going to have another stage winner here at Iowa. It'll probably be the 9 car. That is Liam Stewart. So the race back to the caution for the end of stage number 2. It's going to be Liam Stewart that's going to win the stage for the number 9 team. They're trying to get into the playoffs again as Quinn Moore takes stage number 2 here at Iowa Speedway. Let's do this right this time, because the camera angles here are terrible. Yeah, as you can see, the camera angles are just so bad at this track. It's the most updated, best racing you can have at Iowa, but the camera angles are just so bad at this very racetrack. I apologize. Benjamin got a great jump there. But looks like Liam is going to try to get him on the bottom. And the 9 car clears the 23. Ooh, 23 was a little loose there. A little bit loose. Maybe he'll try to hang on. And he does. For a little bit. Because the 78's going on the bottom, try to get him to second place. Hayden Stringer is a former champion. He won the championship 2 seasons ago. He's trying to get back into winning ways here today. 41 is on lap car. It's just in the way of the top 5. See if Matt Hunter can get by him. He's going to try on the bottom. He's got to have to make a pass here. Oh boy, he's trying everything he can to get by that 41. He wants to get him out of the way. Knows he's not in contention to win this race. He wants to do whatever he can to get him out of the way. And there he goes to the bottom. 22 gets by. 43 is going to try to get by the 41 now. Going to be a long way to the end of the race here for the 9 car to try to hold on. But a lot of twists and turns could be happening here at Iowa. There's Cassie Reynolds down the bottom. He goes. So Reynolds going to have to try to pass lap traffic up ahead. Oh boy, 8 car nearly loose. Nearly got around Tyler Jones there. Another car getting nearly loose there. Now there's a spin. And they're spinning. 3 cars just spun around. And 1 other car just spun right in front of them. I think that's the first natural caution we've had since stage 1. Couple cars have spun out. And that'll bring the caution out. And Liam Stewart will be the leader. Let's take a look at what brought out the caution. Alright, this is what brought out the caution. Isaiah Burnett got really loose while trying to get to the middle line. He gets right into the 15 of Nelson Herrera. That got him very loose near the start-finish line. Try to save it as he can right here, but instead gets into Avi Sachs in the 51. And I really hate these cameras, but got into Avi Sachs in the 51. Let me just take a look at one more time because... Again, it's tough to see with these awful cameras. Anyway, the 3 car got right into the 51 car, and then right into the 14 Rich Roy, and then the 3 just goes for a spin. He spins around, gets into a wreck, and try to save it, but he gets turned by Avi Sachs, and Zachary Fitzwater is going to get involved here soon. With the 14, his teammate Rich Roy getting turned around. I think Rich Roy was hit from... I think he was hit. Yeah, he was hit. He was hit by the 3. Into the wall he goes and spins out. And that's why there's tire marks up there. Gets turned. 7 is hit too as well. 4 spins. Cars are going around. And brings out the caution. So that's why we're under caution again here at Iowa Speedway. Cars are spinning everywhere. And when we get back to the green flag, there'll be the restart. Ready to go back to green flag racing. And the number 9 car, Liam Stewart, is in the lead, but he has got a former champion in Hayden Stringer on the front row. We've seen how good the 78 can be, and also the 19 picked up a lot of speed during stage 2. Maybe he'll keep the momentum up here in stage number 3. Going back to the restart, and just so you know, LG Latara started on the outside, so maybe they'll let more cars get by him on this restart. Let's go back to green flag racing at Iowa, and here we go again. Back to the green. In the lead is Liam Stewart. He gets by. And now the 19 is going for the lead as well. Saw the 19 be fast in stage 2. Maybe this is his time to catch him. And look at Matt Hunter inside the top 5. What a run for the 22. His other 2 teammates are out of this race. But Hunter's trying to turn it around this season. Trying to win and get back into the championship run. Giovanni Castillo's in second place behind the 9. Saw how fast he was in stage 2, and maybe he'll try to get past the 9 car. Matt Hunter just got by 3rd place. Here we go, battle for the lead. Maybe. Oh, he can't get him. He couldn't get him. The 9 blocks him. The 9 blocks him. Wise block there for the 9 car. Liam Stewart with a wise block. What a block by that number 9 car trying to hold off the 19 to win this race. Getting one of the Hendrick cars in the playoffs. The 9 has just not had a good run as of late here in this series. Just not been lucky. I believe last season Austin Stitzel won the 24. And then it was Allison Rain. Well, Hendrick won 3 races, and it was all during the playoffs last season. Allison Rain won at Bristol, and Austin Stitzel won Las Vegas, and Avi Sachs, I believe, won at the Roval in the 5. So the 9 was the only one of those 4 that didn't win last season, and 9 hasn't won in a while. And Nathan Ormond was in the 9, and he's in the 24 this season now. So 9 trying to end the winless drought for the team, trying to be the first of the Hendrick 4 to make the playoffs. 19 car trying to get to the playoffs as well, trying for another chance at championship redemption. Right now, only Edith Cardoza, I believe, is the only one of the 4 Joe Gibbs cars to be in the playoffs. Edith won at Sonoma. And Alexander Rowe, we know how close he was to winning at Canadian Tire. Had the lead briefly on stage 3. Then the yellow came out, changed everything, and Quentin Moore got the win instead. And Rowe, to add insult to injury, got his engine blew up on the final lap at Canada. On the very last lap while trying to catch Quinn Moore. So, not been a great week last week for Joe Gibbs. They're trying to change all that here this week. But they're now in another battle for the win here with another car. This time with Liam Stewart. Oh, he's going on the outside. Maybe trying to find grip. Well, he went on the outside the last lap. Maybe trying to find grip, catch the 9 by surprise. But the 22 is in 3rd place. He is catching up. I mean, watch out for Matt Hunter. Last season made the championship 4. He is on. He's running right now. He's trying to catch these 2. Matt Hunter made the championship 4 last season, and he was well on his way to being a champion. And then stage 3 began. His engine went out, so he's looking for redemption. He's going for a redemption here in this race to get into the championship 4. Back again. There's Colin Francis in 5th place. He won twice this season so far. Trying to be the first to win 3 times this season. But Colin Francis, 5th place. He'll follow with another good finish for that 8 team. That 8 team will be the ones to watch. Will be among one of the ones to watch during the playoffs. So, yeah, they're going to be fun to watch. There'll be 25 laps to go when they hit the stripe here at Iowa Speedway. We'll see if Liam Stewart can hold off Giovanni Castillo. Castillo's been trying to find a way around that number 9. But it might come down to the final run at the end. We had a caution during stage number 3, and we were caution free in stage 2. But who knows what's going to happen these final 25 or so laps. Reynolds is 6th, Taylor Schuyler, Taylor 7th, Clark McKee. His teammate is 8th, so both teammates are inside the top 10 after all. Connor Breton, as I mentioned earlier, he was the very first winner at this track, and he got his first career win right here. And he is 9th place right now. Yeah, I thought I mentioned that this was the track that Connor Breton got his very first win in the very first season of this series. He's running 9th, so he knows this track inside and out. But he's inside the top 10. He's trying to cap off a great day inside the top 10. Knows he could have, and he knows he wanted to be a few spots higher, but top 10, we'll see if he can manage it right now. Look at Skylar Taylor moving up to another spot, maybe. Trying to get by the 78 car. We'll see if he can take another spot away. Down the bottom. Trying to hold off the 78 car. Trying to get another spot on Hayden Stringer. And there he goes. What a move on the 42 for 6th place. Could be another top 5 maybe for the 42 team. But 19 trying again. He's going to try to catch the 9 again. Don't know if they're going to catch up to lap traffic. Maybe Chris Leone they're going to catch him. And he was the winner of stage 1, believe it or not. Chris Leone was the stage 1 winner. And now he's almost being lapped. So I mean, it's hard to believe about this turnaround here from stage 1. 9 is blocking the 19 as much as he can. He is trying. He's got a veteran right behind him who knows how to make moves at this track. But can he hold off the pack? Less than 20 laps to go for Liam Stewart. I mean, his teammate was close to winning at Richmond a while back, I should say. And his teammate Nathaniel O'Hare was close, but a late caution had a 1-lap dash, and Nathaniel O'Hare did not get the restart he wanted. And he lost that race at Richmond to Colin Francis. And I'm sure the 9 is thinking about that now. What if another restart occurs? I mean, if it does, it's gotta have to be perfect, and couldn't mess up like his teammate did at Richmond a while back. But Liam Store's trying not to make the same mistake the 5 did in that race at Richmond. Trying to hold off the 19. You know, that 19's been thinking with Alexander Rowe, he was close to winning his teammate at Canadian Tire. And then, of course, Rowe blew up his engine on the final lap. He gave it his all to try to catch Quinn Moore and literally blew his engine out trying to narrow down the lead on the final lap in Canada. And he really tried. He gave it his all. He really tried his best there. But 19 hopes that the engine stays put and he can pass him without having to like overheat anything on his car. So a little trouble with passing here, but see if we can find a way around it. Just 15 laps to go. Francis is up to 4th, by the way. Cullen Francis is in 4th spot. He might try to catch these leaders. He's got a fast car. He might try to catch these guys. Here comes Skylar Taylor for another spot coming up to the bottom. Oh, but he can't get the run. He got a bad jump there. Really bad jump. And that's what the 19's trying to avoid. Really bad jump in that corner. But here comes the 22 into 3rd place now, trying to hold off the 8 car on these final laps at Iowa. Coming down to the wire here in the cornfields. Very intense between these two drivers. 19 trying everything he can to get by. And number 9 might have to rely on lap traffic if they catch up to it on these final laps. But they might try to catch the 7 very quickly. Not too far away from the 7. They might try to catch him before the race is over. 12 laps to go unless a caution comes out. We'll see if Liam Stork can hold off the 19 in these final handful of laps, and we'll come down to the wire. Final 11 laps here at Iowa. Not much to run, not much really to say nowadays in the top 10. There's teammate Nathaniel O'Hare. He's cheering his the 5 his teammate on. Nathaniel O'Hare is inside the top 20. He's inside the top 20. So now 9 and 19 gonna duke it out for this race for the win at Iowa Speedway. Just 10 laps to go. It's a battle between these two drivers. It's been a battle between stage 3, and they're not too far off from the 7, by the way. So this race might not be over just yet. Nine knows he can't afford a mistake. That 19 is right there to take advantage. This will come down to lap traffic, it looks like. Looks like it might come down to lap traffic. Just 8 laps to go here at Iowa Speedway between Liam Stewart and Giovanni Castillo. He's going to the bottom. Gonna try to take the lead from Liam Stewart. Goes to the bottom, makes the pass. Castillo clears him on these final laps with 7 to go. He's the leader. John Andrews made a move like that to Jamal Jackson at Phoenix, and he won the race. Could that be? Could the 19 have made the winning move here? We'll see. Was waiting a long time to find an opportunity to pass the 9. He takes it, and he's in the lead with 6 to go. Didn't even get to lap traffic. Not even sure they're going to catch him. 6 laps to go. 19 makes the move at the right time. He's going to have to try to hold off the pack. And now with the 7, they were fast approaching the 7. They got 5 laps to go. It's not over yet. Not over yet. 19's pulling ahead of the 9. It's clear he had the fast car in stage 2. Kept the momentum up. He's in the lead. 4 laps to go when they hit the stripe to try to take the win, but lap traffic ahead. They're going to catch the 7. Excuse me. Going to catch the 7 now. Where do they go? Here we go. Does 19 get by? Looks like he's going to the bottom. He's going to get on by. His teammate is also a lapped car. So either Cardozo might try to get out of the way to allow the 19 the clean air he needs to pull away with 3 to go. I mean, he waited for the right time to make the move. Giovanni Castillo, you knew he was going to make that move. You knew he was going to be the leader at the very end of this with that. With all the years he's had in experience as a driver, might try to win another one here today at the Iowa Speedway. 2 laps to go at Iowa. 2 more laps around for the 19 team. Trying another team to Joe Gibbs along with Edith Cardoza in the playoffs. And Cardoza gets out of the way for her teammate. Last season was winless, but Castillo's just a lap away from changing all that. Here we go to the white flag at Iowa. 1 to go. Castillo's going for his 8th career win. And the one that could put him into the playoffs next into this season. Just 2 turns away. Made the right move, made the winning move with 7 to go, and it's going to be the winning move. Out of the final corner, Giovanni Castillo wins at Iowa.